Absolutely brilliant, but I think his back is against the wall this weekend. He wasn't happy through P1, FP1, FP2. He even, you know, things improved. The guys worked on the bike. He was happier for qualifying, but at the end of that, he said the bike is still only 80% right. I'm still only 8% happy, and that is not really the way you want to go into the final 2 races of the season.
He needs to find that 20% himself, doesn't he? Basically,
he does.
His right wrist and his first couple of fingers on his right hand, basically, right? So let's have a quick rundown of the grid then. I mean, we're absolutely trudging through it at the speed of light, basically, as you can see, all the way down to row 9 there. But basically, what we're going to be paying attention to, especially in this race, Uriarte is first, Vader second, Hakim Danish is 6th. There are so many other riders who have got big points to prove. They want a position in the World Championship. They want a position in Rookies Cup next year. You know, they just want to continue their careers and put the best performance that they can. And they could all play a big factor in this championship chase here today.
That's right. We've assumed that it's a battle between Brian Uriarte and Vader Fatama, but of course, you know, David Gonzalez, he's on the front row of the grid. He certainly has ideas about winning this. Then Matani coming off the second row with the support of Kevin Schwantz, Giulio Pugliese, Italian. Hakim Danish, he needs it from, you know, 6th place on the grid. Guillaume Planck, Luca Agostinelli, Marco Morelli. Marco Morelli, you know, he's already got a ride for next year.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to be riding much more relaxed now. He will be with the Aspar team alongside Maximo Quiles, former Rookies Cup front runner, next year. What will that do for his confidence? And also, it's just worth saying what a wonderful success story that is. Morelli, no plan B he's got on the back on his helmet. He took a year off racing, then signed up for the Rookies Cup selection event, got selected. He's in year 3. He's won races, got podiums, and now he's signed for one of the top teams in Moto 3. He has made it as a professional rider, all thanks to Rookies Cup.
Well, that's right. But he's an enigma, isn't he? Because, you know, last year he won 2 races. The way he won in Assen last year, he was in a race of his own. Yeah. And yet, you know, he can't do that every weekend.
No.
And he hasn't won this year.
But he's clearly shown enough that they are like, you're our guy.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, you know, and maybe that's what he needs. He needs to be in a team where they're just concentrating on him. Of course, we have 26 rookies. There's a limited amount of concentration on Marco Morelli. Yep. When he gets in his own team, that will be different next year. It'll be fascinating to see how it goes.
Exactly that. So then, this is the final corner then. Will we see any drama here this weekend? All down to the final lap. You'll remember, if you were watching last year, the 51 Brian Uriarte lost the Rookies Cup title to Alvaro Carpe in the final lap and the final corner in the last race.
And he said the mistake I made was going into that race. He said I went into it trying not to lose. That was wrong, he said. You've got to go into the race going for the win. And he said that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow.
Here we go, Peter.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. But then, you know, I'm sure Vader's got the same idea, as has David Gonzalez and, you know, at least half the grid. OK, we're in for 15 laps of Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup action. And they're away. Everybody gets a good start. Vader, is he going to pass Brian on the run into the first corner? He's got the inside line. Surely it's going to be Vader who takes the lead from Brian Uriarte into the first corner.
Neck and neck they were, Peter, and Vader takes the lead. And look at that, who's in 3rd place? It is David Gonzalez ahead of Giulio Pugliese. Where's Danish? Did he get bogged down a little bit? He did. He's a couple of places back than when he started on the grid. But Vader, he's decided, I'm going to win this race. I'm going to take it to the wire.
That's right. He's going to do this to keep his championships hope arrive into tomorrow. Absolutely superb stuff. But it's already Brian Uriarte who takes the lead.
This is it, down into turn 8 then, as it's one of the biggest braking zones on the track, and we've got Brian into the lead at the end of that first sector. Then out we come on towards turns 9 and 10. Big overtaking spots here, but you don't want to sacrifice your drive onto the back straight.
Dash into 9th, back into 9th place. He's got a lot of work to do.
This is the question. Will it be a big old freight train of riders, or will Brian pull the pin? I tell you what, Peter, he's been smiling all weekend. He's seen nothing less than pure confidence every time I've seen him.
Absolutely, isn't he? And, you know, Vader knows that he can't afford to let him get away. He's got to get with Brian and give him a hard time. The number 11 is there, David Gonzalez. He also fancies giving him a hard time. And Morelli's there in 5th place behind Pugliese.
Yeah, we've not seen much of Pugliese the last couple of rounds, but don't forget he's got 2 podiums so far this year, has the Italian rider. I know he's also won races here in Misano in the European Talent Cup previously as well. So really, really, really keep your eye on him. But also the 95, Marco Morelli, just behind him.
Yeah, and there's the 13. He nudges somebody out of the way there. He knows Agostinelli. He knows he's got to make his way through. He can't afford to be nice about it. 14 laps remaining. As you say, Pugliese, you know, he